Hello all, welcome back to Masio-Ball. We started last episode with a massive third round cup game. This is no different. FA Cup, round 3, away at Runcorn. You know I love the FA Cup. So we're going to be starting with that. It ended on a downbeat turn last time around, but it has not gone too badly since. So we've responded to the defeat, or to being eliminated by Arsenal, because they didn't beat us in the second leg, by beating them in the league. Big Trevor Benjamin with the goal. We then won 4-3 away at Wolves. Benjamin again on the scorers, along with Phillips, Keats and Johnson. Johnson with the winner. We then followed that up with a 1-0 win over Sheffield Wednesday. Big Trev again. 2-1. Big Trev again. Actually 1-0 down to Oxford here and struggling until we got Trev firing. And Rissa also scored there. And then we've just had a 1-0 defeat to Derby, so that has cooled that little spell slightly. But after this game, we've got Runcorn, we've got Wolves again, then we've got Spurs. We're currently in second. We're 6 points behind Man United. We're keeping ahead of Newcastle, Middlesbrough all the way back and forth. So this is the year when we are truly going to the Champions League. Hopefully. As long as it goes to 2 places. I think it does, because they noticed Liverpool weren't in UEFA. So we have got Runcorn. We are going with a full-strength team. We've got Benjamin through the middle because Hartson is still out injured. We've got a new signing, though, to welcome, and he is going to go on the bench here for Healy. And it is Soufiane, I hope I pronounced that right, Kone, who is 23-year-old Frenchman. Some great stats here. He's got a few bits to be worried about. Work rate's only a 6. Determination is a 9. And his bravery is a 12, so that's okay. But he's got some other good stuff. Off the ball, positioning, agility, great strength. Needs to work on his stamina. 4 French caps. He's come in from Liverpool for 2.6 million. Not played a game for them this year. Only played 2 games for them last year. Signed for 1.3 from Toulouse, where he got 13 goals in 45 appearances. He also got 5 pens there, so he's someone that we could maybe put on. Phillips is suspended. Andre is still staying on the bench. Anderson's on the bench. Musto potentially leaving to Forest. So let's get into it. Never played against Runcorn. Kind of in a Norwich kit. Let's put it on fast for the first half. See how we get on, because we don't want this to be a banana skin. We want to be beating these and moving on. Oh, Lundberg has hit the side netting. Is this Ivan De La Pena? I'm trying to work out who that is. Might be Luis Enrique. Let's see what Runcorn are doing, because this is probably the only time they're going to feature. Easy chance. Johnson has scored. That's his 50th goal for Ipswich. They are playing a 4-4-2 diamond with short. Now, I've considered going to short passing to try and wrestle a bit more control in some of the games against the bigger teams. But something to be thinking about as we go forward here. Now, I'm going to see how this is. At half-time, we're going to go to very fast. We're going to get the new signing on. I'm going to push Benjamin out to the left then, I think. New signing through the middle. Benjamin to the left. Risso to the right. We've not done great in the FA Cup, I feel like. I'll need to check that. Someone will probably point out that's not true. We did have the run that one year. But we got knocked out in the 4th round last year. All we have got left is that Champions League push, the FA Cup push, and then keeping some pressure on Man United in case they do slip up. But 6 points to this Man United team, with how they've played so far, is pretty big. It's only 1-0 going into the half. And they've not disgraced themselves here at Runcorn, have they? I could do with another go, I feel like, just to ease the nerves. Kendall's having a good game. Is he? Oh, he's on a 5. I feel like he's having a good game. He's made a lot of saves. Right, half-time. Maybe a bit harsh on Johnson, but that's the front three I want to go with. And Lundberg is playing a 7, so we're going to keep him on for the time being. We're going to give Risso another little spell. Then we're going to dump Ian on to the right-hand side. Tell you what, let's give short passing a try here. And I would love a debut goal from the new big man, the other big man. Risto has scored, but it won't count. Referee had blown his whistle. He had strayed into an offside position. And look how rapidly this is going now. I'm starting to get a little bit nervous. Easy chance for Lundberg. That must clinch it. Good old Freddie. Right, let's get Ian Anderson on. Let's get Parker on for Ruddy, who's back in the team for a little spell. Second half's been a little bit more dominant. I would describe that as a professional job. I was looking to potentially kill the Runcorn goalkeeper with chances, and that's not happened. So, you know, Lee Kendall's family will be happy. Which Lee Naylor is this? Is this Wolves' one? Former one? It is. I felt like he used to turn into a promising player on this, but maybe it was a bit too early for him. But we are through. And we're in the 4th round. Now, we've got Wolves coming up. We've played them recently. Let's have a look at our little rivalry with them. So, played 7, won 4, drawn 1, lost 2. So, we're just shading that. This first time around, you know, they were in a different league quality-wise to us. That was a league game, so they were in the same league, obviously. But we've started to be the more dominant team. Look, we've won 3 in a row here. 4 in a row. Got a little offer in here, 1.6 million. Sammy Hupia, paid 2.8 for him. He's not really featured. He's hitting 30 years old. I would not say that he is finished. Sorry. But he is not going to be staying with us. Lazio signed Marcelo Salas for 15 million. He was one of the players who was coming out of contract, wasn't he? And then Jermaine Pennant has gone to Roma from Arsenal for just under £500,000. So we have hit the time where new transfers are going through. And Van Nistelrooy, a player we had once had a look at, he's gone to Roma for 9.5 million. So Ajax have made some good money on him, considering the little spell that he's been there. Now, some news here. Ronaldo could be heading back to Europe. Valencia have made an £11.25 million bid for him. Here he is. He's doing well out there. He's not had a great year last year, and it doesn't look like their season has started. And there he is. There he is there. So it would be nice to see him back in Europe. It would be nicer if he was coming to Ipswich, but he's still got zero interest. We do still have the issue. This is why I'm so keen on doing well in the FA Cup, because I feel like we're still being held back by our reputation. Right. You know, I'd love. Bayern Munich are in for him. Look at this. This is so unfair. Look at the teams that want him. So we couldn't sign him, but Saviola is going to end up in Europe. So we'll keep him on our watch list to see where he ends up. Right, can drop Holland out and get Scally back. Should possibly have done that last game. Trevor Benjamin needs to come out, but that means the new man can go straight in. There he is, and let's put Healy on the bench. Have I got any glaring omissions here? I don't think I do I? I would like Holland on the bench, actually. Let's get Manish off the bench and Holland on, because now we've got a defender and a midfielder there ready. And we're going to go fast, very fast, then fast. It's already the 11th of January. Risso has scored. He's not had the season that he had last year due to injuries. It's only his 8th start, but he's now on 5 league goals. He knows that there's competition for his places. And now with only the league and that cup to go on, he knows he needs to get scoring. If he can get to 10 to 12 goals again, I feel like that's going to put us in. David Johnson with the goal. He's got to be closing in now on all-time territory. We'll have a check of that after this game. Oh, and Coney has scored, but it's not going to count. And we are dominating this. Johnson has scored. That's his second. It's his brace. And we'll definitely be checking. They have only had 3 shots. None of them are on target. We've got 7s across the board, 7s or higher. That is what I like to see. I'm not even going in to the dressing room. Don't even need to speak to them. More of the same. I've just seen on slightly sadder news, though, that Tom Youngs is here, isn't he? Who's, I believe, sadly passed away recently, didn't he? Great football by Ipswich. Now, they have got Lee Hughes, who you did notice, I didn't even mention this, he scored in that last game against us. So he's done pretty well there, I would say. 2 goals and 50, I take that back. He's worth more, though, since he's gone there. He's now worth 5 million. They got a bargain for him. And this is his chance to try and show us that maybe he shouldn't have been sold. Now, Johnson on a hat-trick, but he's potentially picked up an injury. Let's have a look at his ratings. His fitness rating, even. Right, yes, yeah, so look, he's dropped down. Him and Kane are on a 67. So I'm going to get Healy on for Johnson. Is this what I'm going to do? No, I'm not. I'm going to get Healy on for Kane. I'm going to get Anderson on for Johnson. And I'm going to swap Anderson and Risso. Because with the amount of injuries we're picking up, I want to keep a closer eye on the in-game conditions. Because I appreciate I've not really been doing that. Only 21 fouls in here as well. That is a bit disappointing to me. They must have spent all their money going to wherever Runcorn is. Longbug steps up, drifts in the corner. Which Campbell have they got? They got Mark Campbell. I was like, is that Sol? Healy scores. That's in. That is his, I was going to say it's his first goal, but it's his first league goal. So I don't think we will be bringing Healy in. Despite being pleased that he's here at the time being. Richard Wright keeping out old teammate Lee Hughes, because he knows that is what I like to see. With that new improved contract, I want even more 10s from Richard Wright, because he's probably one of the highest paid players in the league now, playing outside of those big teams. And that is what I like to see. I didn't even realise the game had ended there. 4-0 win, goal in the second half from Healy. Just need to be concerned about Johnson, but we are back up to second. Closed the gap a tiny bit on Man United, but they've got that game in hand still. So let's see where this final game is going to leave us. We've got Watford. It's got to be the 10th game versus them. And they're one of the teams that have still got this superior record over us. So we beat them this year. We got beat by them last year. Since we've been in the Premiership, have we had the bear of this? Not really. No, it's been quite mixed still. It's being touted by lots of different teams. Real Madrid, Stuttgart. Those are about a different player. And then Deportivo. We're not probably going to go in for him because I don't feel like I need him. He's not stood out enough that I'm desperate for him. If we have a look, though, a quick bit of transfer update. So these are the listed players. Let's get this on interested and expiring. So Steve Foster, one of the ones we were hoping, is going to Man United. So we've lost out on him. Lionel Letizzi also wanted him, but he's going to 1816 Munich. He was going to be my new backup goalkeeper. So that is a bit frustrating. We have managed to get some players, but none of them are there. Was also keen on this guy, but he's going to Mallorca. So Juan Coben from currently at Birmingham. Here is one of our signings, is Kevin Derbyshire. We had a look at him before when we played Watford, who we've got coming up. Handling 17, reflexes 13, agility 15. Not really featured for them, so he is coming in on a free transfer. He is going to be our backup goalkeeper. So I'm quite pleased with that we've managed to land him, because that's a pretty decent keeper, backup to have behind Richard Wright. And then another one that was saying that he was going to be poached by Man United, but Jon Ostenborg, he is coming in. That's one of the reasons why I was happy for Hopia to go out, because next year we are going to have this guy, positioning 20, tackling 14s. That needs a bit of work. Strength, though, stamina, influence, Marking's decent, jumping is great, pace is good. Got a little bit to do over this side, but I feel like once we start playing him in the Premiership, we're going to see that development from him. And here is the FA Cup draw. It is a home game against Sunderland. So not an amazing tie, not a gimme, but we are second in the league. So I would hope that we are going to progress there. We were doing our utmost to progress, so let's put it that way. I'm not saying that I want to throw away second place, but this is my goal, winning a trophy. One of the targets on here, or one of the people interested in playing for us, is Harry Kewell, the 25-year-old Australian international. He's on 27,000 a week. He wants first team football and a new contract. So here he is here. He's got some great outlying stats, attributes even. His stats aren't fantastic. He's never really been above a 6.53 is his best ever seasonal rating, but he has played a lot. He's someone I'm thinking maybe could come in and do a job for us. My concern is he considered a work permittee? He's not. Because I don't think he would. Which I think he would still have the designation there, wouldn't he? And Alan Smith, a bit of Alan Smith update. He is going Liverpool. Possibly why they then sold us their other striker. Right, Michael Walsh is injured. Let's bring Warner in. Everything else is staying as it is. Tell you what, Hartson is back. Hartson is coming onto the bench. So, right in goals, McGlinchey, Warner, Warwork, Scally. So, a forced change there. Keats, Ruddy, Lundberg in that pivot role. Johnson, Kone, and Risso. Final game of the episode. Let's see, can we have a perfect run? It's been a while since we've had one. Try and get over the depression of how the last episode ended. Thank you to everyone who's liked, commented, and been enjoying the series. It really means a lot to me that it's still generating that amount of interest in views. It's by far my best performing one. And if you have watched this far in and you're not subscribing, it's your first time here, please feel free to comment, like, or subscribe, and maybe go check out some of the other episodes. And let me know your Football Manager stories. I said the bad word. Let me know your Championship Manager stories. Let's try giving this another shot. I feel like my next phase, or my next evolution of this Ipswich team, is to get to the stage where we can compete more consistently against the big teams, Man United, Arsenal, and Liverpool. Because even though we're ahead of Arsenal and Liverpool, I feel like when we play them, we still come in looking. Derbyshire's impressing me with a save. Looking to... What was I saying? I feel like we can't consistently beat them, and that's the next step that we need to take. So we're going to be reaching Hartson time, I think. Definitely Hartson time. Right, let's get back to our normal system. Let's get John on. I'm going to drop Freddie. No, tell you what I'm going to do. Let's put both of them there and tell both of them to push on. And then Keats is just going to hold. So it's because I was talking about a perfect episode. Look what that's gone and done to me. What is this? It's a yellow. And Lundberg has taken the free kick. Lovely strike. He's hit that from some way out, and we are back in this with 30 to play. Let's see what they're doing. They've got the old 4-1-2-1-2. I remember I used to play that a lot on this game. Maybe we should give that a try if we're looking to move to a more short possession-based game at least. And now Smith, he knows that I was interested in him. Right, let's bring Holland on for Ruddy, who's re-established himself back in the team. And Keats is playing an 8, so he is not coming off. What's Rissa doing? Rissa's on a 6. Let's get Anderson on. This man's wanted by some big teams. Let's try and at least use whatever it is that they see. Another yellow card. Oh, Hartson drives, but he's put it wide. The defence did enough to put him off. I thought we were going to get a late winner there. It's going to end in a draw, so we are undefeated. Dean Keats, man of the match. Let's have a look at Keats here. What is he on for us now? Look at this guy. What a signing. He's not quite got as good on this game as he sometimes used to get on my old ones, but then that might be my fault for not having the systems and the facilities ready to push him on. But it's a draw. Man United have won because they're just a relentless title-winning machine, it feels like. Arsenal have won, so they're up to 5th. Man City have slipped away. Newcastle have drawn. That is great for us. Middlesbrough have won as well. They have beat Oxford. So we have got a little 2-point buffer to Newcastle, even though we didn't win. We're not conceding the title, but we need to stop drawing with the likes of Watford or losing to Derby. I know Derby is 6. They're a good team, but we've got a lot of work to do if we're going to make it a title race. That's all I'm saying. But what we are aiming for is 2nd place. I will absolutely take that. Woolwork has been banned. Let's have a look. What have we got coming up? So we have got Sunderland in the FA Cup. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to say here. This episode is going up on Friday. I will play the FA Cup versus Sunderland now. And if this gets to 15 likes before Monday, I'll put that up as a little bonus episode, one-off game over the weekend. And if not, I will see you Monday and we'll hopefully have a recap of having beat Sunderland.